I love starting this off with people I haven't spoken to before, finding out like we kind of call it like their nerd origin story, but like basically how film and cinema became your passion. Like, was it growing up?
Good.
Like, where did that,
Good
that spawn
question.
from?
Good question. Let me try to. First of all, of course, as every kid, you're watching movies and you like characters and you want to be them. It's one side. And I grew up in a weird country called Soviet Union, where the movies were there was restrictions and there were a lot of propaganda movies, etc., etc. But there was some interesting movies came from outside, and I remember one of my first American movie I seen many years ago in the theater. It was a movie was what was it? McKenna's Gold. You know this movie?
I don't know if I've
McKenna's
seen it.
Gold.
I was hoping it was something
should-
like
you
I
should-
was hoping it was like a
you
niche
should
thing
see
that
it.
I was like,
It's a
yeah.
great western from 70s, I think. And then I was production designer. I studied as a production designer to first stage designer for the theater, and then became production designer. As anybody, as everyone, I made a first like a like a home video, like a small movies in Boy Scout camp, whatever. Uh, then I worked as a production designer on the movies, designed movies, and then I couldn't find the director myself, who I like to work with, and I became a director. Then I couldn't find the producer who can help me to make movies. I became a producer, and it's little by little I just then in 90s what's happened interesting in Soviet Union, in Russia at the time, all theaters lost audience because of VHS. The VHS changed 100%. The whole country, the Soviet Union collapsed just because of VHS. Because VHS, it's something you can put in your house,
Yeah.
and you can have your own screening room with your neighbors, friends, whatever. And there was all the movies like Sylvester Stallone, like
Yeah.
First Blood, Rambo, and all this type of movies were so popular that Soviet Union collapsed because of that. Because people were so engaged with the new characters, new ideas, with a freedom and with the coolness of these characters, and the theaters lost all the audience because people were watching these American movies instead of propaganda movies, and then the all theaters, like 4,000 theaters in Soviet Union, just get bankrupt. And then there was like a furniture stores in the theaters for almost 10 years. Oh, not maybe 8 years. It was just empty. It was like a stores, like selling fruits or furniture or. And then and then at the end of 90s, like last year too, there was the first theater Dolby appeared, and the cinema came back. But this all 90s, I made commercials. I made just a load of
I saw that.
commercials.
I saw that. Yeah,
because-
it's a really interesting and I was going to ask about that, but
because I enjoyed, because it's short, quick, it's creative. You can make 5 movies a month because you can tell different stories. Like one is like a period, another one is a sci-fi, another one is a romantic comedy. Because every commercial has a different. And I identified commercials as a movie, and it was very famous
I saw that, too. And it's very ahead of your time too. 'Cause like the way you're thinking is so forward thinking in terms of not just I'm not just selling something. I'm actually making like a movie, like
Yeah.
a mini movie that is also brand story.
It's like today it's a TikTok. You can
Yeah,
do.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, you're like 30 years ahead of your time.
Yeah, we
thinking
told
that.
we told the stories in like 30 seconds. It was I can tell the whole story about, I don't know, Genghis Khan in 30 seconds. It was it was fun to do. But then in 2000 something, I got a message from Roger Corman, because he saw this commercials. Somebody gave him this tape with my commercials in Russia, and he found me and he said you should make a movie for me, and he sent me a script, and it was it was and with the budget like at $200,000. I said, how much money?
Wow.
$200,000, and it was a story. The name of the movie was Gladiatrix.
Okay.
And it was 2000. It was right year after Gladiator and Matrix, and he just combined these two titles.
Oh my
and it
God.
was a script Gladiatrix about women gladiators in ancient Rome. And I decided that for fun, because he's legendary man, and I decided that for fun I should try to make it. But I told him that it's impossible to do, $200,000, because just to go somewhere where you have Italy, like whatever Roman Empire, it will take all this $200,000 you'll spend for
God.
like travel expenses. And he said, no, you should think about it. There is a way, just creatively. And I was so I think he's insane. And then I think, but what about Roman Empire? Roman Empire was huge, even in in Germany. It was still Roman Empire.
Yeah.
And
They
I was
conquered a
I was
lot.
in St. Petersburg. And I said, yeah, then maybe I can film just here. I would just say this is a northern provincial province of Roman Empire. And I said, okay, then I don't need to travel, cut the budget, I can do it here. But then there was a question. I said, yeah, but how I can do it? I need a Coliseum because they need to fight. I need some arena. Because it was a remake of his Arena, his old movie with Paul Grier. Arena. And I wrote him again that sorry, but cannot do it for $200,000 because all this $200,000 will be spent to build the place to fight, the arena. He said, yeah, but you should think you can find the way, 'cause probably I see you creative. And I was thinking, okay, how I can do the arena? Then I asked my production designer, can we just ask, because I said, who will build arena in Germany, in northern regions of Roman Empire? Who will build arena? They will bring marble from Italy?
Yeah.
No. Who will build and how they will build? Probably soldiers will build it because there is to present their culture. And what they will build with like a wood. And I asked my production designer, can we call some like army people and ask them, can they build for us something? Because there was no money at that time. It was very depression in Russia, and he called and said, yeah, they can build for nothing. Like in the wood, they will build the arena, wooden arena in the woods, and it will cost us like, I don't know, $10,000 to pay him, this guy, the army guy. Just he will call his soldiers and they'll go. And this finally we made it, and we made the movie for Roger 2001 or something. It was 2001, and it was Arena. It was he released it somehow. He took away all the Russian names because. And I said, what are you doing, Roger? He said, no, nobody will buy it. There will be Russian names. And he changed the names of the editor and
The crew?
Crew, yeah.
Oh.
He changed the names.
What?
And there was two great girls where he sent. I said, how to cast? He said, you can cast all the characters, but I will send you two leads. I said, great. Two leads will be American stars, whatever. I said, okay, good. And then finally, he sent me. I said, who are they? He said, I will send you the casting. And then I got the package with the Playboy magazine with the yellow stickers, page number 7 and page number 25.
God.
It was two playmates of the year and of the month.
This is amazing.
And they came. And I said, yeah, you need to train them because they need to fight and they don't have a time to, they need to be ready. And then he said, yeah, of course we will. And then they arrived and I said, did you train them? Yeah, we trained. What, how? They said, no, we were in gym, like it's
Oh.
training. And then I sent stunt people to train them, and it was, but it was nice. It was first my experience to make American movie with Roger Corman, and for him, and it was fun. And it's I learned a lot because he's a real uh, how to say mentor of many filmmakers.
Yeah.
He understands filmmaking itself.
Yeah.
This is sorry for long answer for this.
No, I love it.
section.
I love it. And actually, like, what I'm taking away.
And this movie, Roger Corman movie, leads to Night Watch because my friend producer, he said, "Oh my God, this is such a good. You can make big movies with no money."
I was gonna say, like, you kind of like put
And
yourself
we-
into a bad spot.
And we made a Night Watch with Night Watch and Day Watch with like $3 million budget both.
That's still not a
Like,
lot.
and
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I made a Wanted, and then
But like what I'm taking away, which is again, I'd love to know before we get into Mercy. Like I'd love to know. It seems like your. I don't want to put stuff in, but like your grit, your determination, but also like your ability to adapt so well and like do it with like I can just tell your personality within like a minute. Like do it like and just be like joyful about it. Like I'd love to know where that came from because I think your ability to pivot when theaters, and so you went into advertising and you made these like you were so ahead of your time making these like mini movies, and then you get this ridiculously nothing budget, and you're like just finding. It's almost I guess the best way I could put it is like you find a way, and that I feel like that like was that instilled in you somehow coming up because that's a really amazing skill set and ability to have that a lot of people don't have, and people would have given up on so many occasions, and just hearing your stories, like that's the thing that sticks out to me is like the ability to just make it happen no matter what, which is incredible.
I don't see myself from outside. You know better. You can understand better than I do. But I'm just enjoying what I have. Like it does not matter. It's just it's about the accepting reality and just interpreting it and being part of reality. But what we've done with the Screen Life, that's what I said. Now we have. I'm trying to convince young filmmakers that there is a way not to spend 10, 15 years to be an assistant and then. No, there is a simple way, more rational way to tell your stories. It is Screen Life because a lot of stories happening in digital world, and we just need to learn how to tell the stories. Like Anish Shaganti, he made Searching, movie Searching. He was first time filmmaker, wrote the treatment, and we decided he is talented, and he made a movie now. That was Missing, which is a sequel for Searching. It was another young filmmaker, first time, it was editors of the Searching, they made a Missing. And there is Unfriended was another first time filmmaker from Russia, my friend Leo, and Ilya Nightschuler made a Hardcore Henry. I don't know if you know this movie. Yeah, Hardcore Henry.
Yeah.
He was also first time filmmaker. I like to help people to start because it's just interesting for me to learn from them, to learn where it's curiosity. I like it. And now with the Screen Life, we have a course, a book, and video lessons, and even the AI mentor bot training people, and all around the world, people can learn how to make AI Screen Life movies with
awesome.
AI as a mentor, and make another Searching or another Mercy.
I love that. And before we go, I mean, we got to talk about Mercy a little bit real quick. I know we have to wrap up, but you've called it a manifesto of AI, and I think it's fascinating. I can't wait to. I have not seen it yet. It's not out, but I can't wait to see it. What do you want fans to take away from it? Because obviously, like AI is such a hot topic, but it's it can help, but it's also, it's such like a really, combative topic. But I think this is so interesting that you put it out in that perspective, and I'd love to get like what you want people to take away from that, because I do think it's interesting.
I think AI, it's not a friend, it's not an enemy, it's a child, and we need a child growing fast and learning from on our uh, uh, um, performances, whatever, learning what's good, what's bad, and I think this is a movie searching mercy. This is a movie about the case when AI understands the human being, and human, and Chris Pratt understands AI, and it's about responsibility. We responsible for what we are doing now, because machine learning, it's not programming, it's just consuming data and just interpreting it. It's why we need to be sure that we are responsible. But but what I think is why this movie is about, because AI will watch this movie.
Wow. Wow. I didn't even, that's trippy. I didn't even think about
Because
that.
this movie will be released on Amazon or on YouTube, and AI will watch it. And for me, it's very important how AI will qualify, and how AI will rate,
Yeah.
and how AI will suggest, yeah, this movie, because AI will give a suggestion, yeah, on Netflix or whatever it is.
It'll
Watch this movie. It's
yeah.
AI choice, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not hu- man's choice. It's a AI choice. And for me, this is a big moment when AI will watch this movie. Maybe we should do premiere for AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a
Get its
tape.
like feedback and
Yeah,
stuff
model.
like that.
No, just use some model. I don't know which one. GPT. I don't know which model could be relatable, because I already presented AI the script, of course. I mean, I have the notes from AI. I mean, I did it, but now it's a time to present AI the whole movie and get the reaction.
Wow.
And AI will if AI will suggest, then it's fine.
So it's really
Or
important
just
for
will just reject us and say, no, I don't like it. You're not telling my story. I don't like Rebecca Ferguson playing, yeah.
No, I think, and then I'll end on this because I know you're back to back and swapped, but I love the comparison to a child. It almost feels like, and it's crazy thought about like watching the movie. We have to put out responsible, like important content, because it's gonna consume it and grow off that, and that's kind of what I was taking away. Like when you said, obviously compared it to a child, but also watching the movie, and it's consuming everything, and it's important, and it's even more important that you're teaching young filmmakers that responsibility. It
We're
feels
teaching
like.
filmmakers, and by the way, we're teaching AI too.
Wow.
We do it what we do, because I understood that because we're developing AI filmmaking algorithms, but I understood that the easiest, the quickest way to have something practical, which can produce movies, it's producing screen life movies, because screen life movies is about digital world, and it's very easy for AI to understand the language, like typing, clicking, scrolling. It's what AI can learn first. It's why I think the first big AI movie will be screen life movie,
Wow.
because it's logical. It's fully designed and directed by AI. Will be screen life movie.